They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now the pitch to Freeman. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
22!
After the interception, here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And a broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now Ryan. Finding room at the 30. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. That one goes for 36 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He'll buy some time right. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone. So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
3rd and long. It's Goff being chased out left. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not...
It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left. First half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Call it a gain of 3, and it's a second down.
76! 76!
A shotgun snap for Gone. Open man right side is cut complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A play fake to Gurley. Now Gone. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Switch. Go.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Third and goal, Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Ryan sliding out of the pocket. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Bryant's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Like 20. 12.
From the 50, it's gone. Steps away to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
12.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Trying to lay one up deep. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On second down, Ryan. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.